What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger. And as y'all can see, man, by the looks of the title and the screen today, I got another very special, rare build in store for y'all. So, the build today is actually going to be called a glass cleaning facilitator, but this build is going to be 6'10", and we are also going to be able to break ankles. On top of all that, you're going to be able to also get all of the big man contact dunks. So again, man, before we get any further into the video, I just gotta say, first things first, thank God for giving me this opportunity. Thank y'all for coming through and showing y'all support. But man, with all that being said, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the Rich Gang family, RGF, go ahead and turn on post notifications, but also go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. Let's go ahead and get 50 likes on this banger. Be sure to share it with your family and friends, man. And now, let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. So, the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is put it under the center position. Then with the jersey number, go ahead and put it number 1 because this is the number 1 version of this build. So, with the height, if you were paying attention, we're going to go ahead and put this build to 6'10". Then, when it comes down to the weight, I'm going to go with 215. As for the wingspan, this really comes down to a personal preference, but for me, I'm going to go ahead and put it to 7'3". Now, body shape, all based on personal preference as well, but I'm going to go with built just to take up the most space possible. Now, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the actual stats, y'all. So, when it comes down to the finishing side of the ball, we're going to go ahead and put that close shot to an 86. Driving layup as well as the driving dunk are both going to be an 80. And then as for the standing dunk to get all of the big man contact dunks, you're going to want to go ahead and put the standing dunk to a 92. Now, that's going to give us 26 badges. Not bad at all. Especially with the badges that we do unlock, you can always make your own adjustments as you please. But now let's go ahead and get into the shooting. Mid-range shot, going to be an 82. Three-pointer, going to be an 81. Free throw, put it to an 80. And right here, we get 25 badges for the shooting. Another solid setup. Now, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. So, with this build, you're still going to actually be able to dribble at 6'10". I'm going to go with the pass accuracy of 82. Ball handle of 74 and speed with the ball is going to be a 62. And right here we get 20 badges unlocked when it comes down to the playmaking side. And also on top of all that, we get some pretty good badges here as well. So let's go ahead and move on to the defensive side of the ball now. When it comes down to the interior defense, I'm going to go ahead and put this to a 68. Perimeter defense, we're going to go ahead and put this to a 75. Our steal, this is all based on my preference. I'm going to go with a 70. Then, as for the block, we're going to go ahead and put this all the way up to a 96. Offensive rebound, I'm going to put this up to a 73. And then as for the defensive rebound, I'm going to put this to an 82. And as you can see, we get 27 defensive badges out of this build. Go ahead and add everything up, and then also the +4 that you're going to be getting from the rebirth or the college championship. And when it's all said and done, you're going to be able to get over 100 badges on this build. Really, this build on the defensive end is super solid, especially with the fact that we get big man contact dunks. When it comes down to the physicals, I'm going to max out my speed, acceleration, strength, going to be a 43. Vertical, going to put it up to a 70. And then the stamina, you can go ahead and max it out or put the leftover remaining stats into any other category of your choice. But right here, as you can see, we actually get the shot creating takeover, also getting the sharpshooting, playmaking, as well as the rim protecting. Now, on this build, I don't know about y'all, but I would say picking either a defensive takeover first or second does not matter. For this build, I'm going to go with paint intimidation over stuff blocks. But the second takeover, you have to go with ankle breaking shots, y'all. That is what's really going to take this build over the top. But let's go ahead and switch something up. So, I want to be able to speed boost with this build as well. I'm going to pick one of the playmaking takeovers to get a +10 to the playmaking side of the ball. So, for me, the one that I would pick is going to be team ratings boost, y'all. Then, the second takeover, I want to be able to break ankles. So, I'm going to put on ankle breaking shots. That's going to be the best takeover to pick for this build. And as y'all can see, we have made the first ever glass cleaning facilitator build. Over 100 badges, going to be able to dribble, speed boost, break ankles, and on top of all that, you're getting the big man contact dunks, y'all. If you want a big man build that's going to be versatile, this is going to be the one that you want to make. I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of big man builds coming in store for y'all. So man, just be sure to hit that like button, sub up, and join the family. And I got y'all with the most fire builds. But now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of these stats at 99. So we really got to go ahead and consider a couple different things. First, we're getting a plus 10 for the takeovers that we picked. So we picked the playmaking, so we get a plus 10 to our playmaking, and shot creating, so we get a plus 10 to our shooting. Then when it comes down to buying boost, that's a plus 4, and running with teammates that are going to have defensive leader as well as also floor general on Hall of Fame, that's another plus 4. So for the takeover stats, plus 18. For the other stats, plus 8. Then for the physicals, a plus 4 from the gym rat. When it comes down to the shooting though, mid-range shot 99, 3-pointer 99. Then when it comes down to the playmaking, pass accuracy will be a 99. Ball handle has the potential and will be in the 90s. So think about that. You're going to be able to speed boost with this build once you're in takeover. Then when it comes down to speed with ball, this has the potential to be in the high 80s. So really, when you take a look at this build, you're really going to be able to do everything that you want as a big man and more. Dribbling is always an added feature that you're going to want, especially if you can make a build that is going to be versatile. For me, I love making big men that know how to dribble. So again, that is why I'm making this build. But now let's go ahead and get into the badges. So what I'm going to go ahead and start off with is going to be Silver Slithery Finisher. From there, I'm adding in Fearless Finisher, Limitless Takeoff, and then Gold, Posterizer, and Rise Up, Silver Pro Touch, and then Hall of Fame Fast Twitch. For the very last badge, this comes down to what you want to do, but I'm going to go with Unstrippable on Bronze. Now, when it comes down to the shooting, I'm going to go with Blinders on Silver, Corner Specialist as well. Then from there, I'm going to add in Bronze, Volume Shooter, Hall of Fame Sniper, Silver Deadeye. I really like to run that badge. Then when it comes down to 2 more bronze badges, I'm going to add in Green Machine as well as Catch and Shoot. You cannot go wrong with adding Hot Zone Hunter. You definitely need that badge, so go ahead and put it on. And then for the very last 5, if you want to spread the wealth, you definitely can do so. I would go with Stop and Pop as well as Clutch Shooter, both on Silver. But if you want to go ahead and change up the tiers of any badges, you definitely can do so. Now, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. So, the one that I'm going to go with first is going to be Unpluckable on Silver. From there, I'm going with Quick First Step on Bronze. Also, Silver Handles for Days. Then, we got 13 more remaining badges, so I'm going to add in 1 bronze badge. That's going to be Bullet Passer. From there, just to help out on the dribbling aspect, I'm going to go with Space Creator, Triple Threat Juke, and then also, if you want to throw in any other badges of your choice, you definitely can do that. For me, I'm going to go with Bailout on Bronze, Downhill on Silver, but if you want to go ahead and add in Tight Handles, you can definitely take off Bailout and then go ahead and put Tight Handles on Silver. That is what's definitely going to be a really good solid badge workout. But now, let's go ahead and get into the defensive side. So we got a good amount of badges right here on this build. So I'm going to go with the very first one being Hustler on Hall of Fame. From there, I'm adding in Gold, Rim Protector. Now, we got 17 more remaining badges, only used 10 of them so far. So what I'm going to go ahead and add in on Bronze is going to be Interceptor. From there, also go ahead and throw in Chase Down Artist on Hall of Fame. Then also, you cannot forget about Intimidator. We got 5 more badge upgrades remaining. So what I would do is go with a Rebound Chaser on Silver. 2 more remaining from here. So this really comes down to your personal preference. I know I tell y'all that all the time, but again, if you wanted to, you can go with Silver Interceptor, or if you wanted to take off Hustler just to spread the wealth a little bit more on this build, that is something I would consider as well. For me, I'm gonna go with Pickpocket on Bronze, Tireless Defender as well. Then with the last 4, if you want to, you can really go with Pogo Stick, and that is a setup that I would really consider running. And this is what I would go with when it comes down to the badge count on this build. Really, all around, I can say that I like it, especially with what badges that we're able to unlock. But we're going to end it off with 26 finishing badges, 25 shooting badges, 20 playmaking, and then we get 27 defensive, y'all. Again, I just gotta say thank God for giving me this opportunity. Thank y'all for coming through, showing y'all support every single day. I just want y'all to know it does not go unnoticed. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all are gonna have a happy week of this holiday. Happy early Thanksgiving. I got a banger in store for y'all tomorrow, man. So, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the Rich Gang family, RGF, go ahead and turn on post notifications, but also go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. Let's get 50 likes on this banger. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And last but not least, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.